Yeah, that was a bit of a quiet ending, that one.
Yeah.
Apparently another 10 seconds to go, but there you go.
10 seconds of unique silence.
10 seconds of unique silence,
yeah,
yes.
I enjoyed it. It's good.
Good.
Speaking of silence, we've
Yes.
been quiet for quite a few weeks now.
I can't even remember how many.
Yeah. No, we could work it out. Let's work it out
No,
during
let's
the
not.
next. All right. It's too depressing.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, somebody's been keeping a tab on the number of days that we've been in lockdown on.
Oh.
Yeah, when it got to like 50, I was like,
It's enough.
Don't need to know this.
Yeah.
Do not need to know this.
Yeah. How have you enjoyed the old lockdown then?
Well, I'd say it's been quite fun actually.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, I have a funny feeling I've been posting on Facebook. I've been winding a few people up who have not been enjoying the lockdown. Personally, it's been good. It's been all right.
Not
quite chilled, really.
Not much discernible difference, other than we've not been allowed to come do radio shows.
No, we got told off once by Alan, didn't we?
Yeah, we went on the beach. We
Alan,
drove to the beach. So,
yeah, that was our one little transgression, wasn't it? Really? Well, was it? Was it just
yes.
the only one we could admit to publicly?
I don't think there was any others to admit to.
Fair enough. I'm incriminating myself. It was
for
the
nothing,
only one.
For no good reason.
It was absolutely, definitely the only transgression.
Don't know what you're
nothing
talking
else.
about.
Nothing else. Nothing else. There was nothing else.
We
drove to the beach once.
Yes, that's
got
it.
told off by Alan.
Yep. That's very exciting. I think everyone got told off by Alan at some point.
I get that impression, yeah.
Do put your hand up if you didn't get told off by Alan at some point for doing something.
And write into the show with your stories about being told off by Alan. We'd love to hear them.
As a prize, there could be a prize for the funniest story.
Yeah, and hello Alan, by the way, just in case you're listening.
It must be enjoying a well-deserved break from driving up and down the beaches all day.
What a terrible job!
I know.
Having to drive up and down beaches, out onto the back roads and stuff.
Looking for people that were driving around when they shouldn't be.
Yeah, that's right. Beautiful
Shocking.
surroundings. Occasionally
In
winding your window
horrible
down,
countryside.
saying, "Boy, don't do that." What horror? Who won that job?
No one.
Nobody.
Terrible.
Can I have your job, Alan?
Yeah, I think you have to do a bit more than just ask him.
Do you think so?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Do you think my criminal record might count against me being a copper?
A little bit.
Oh.
A little bit, yeah.
I'll just lie. I'll miss that off the form.
You know.
I used to do that anyway.
I think most people do. I mean, you know, here's a box to tick. Do you have a criminal record? Oh,
nope.
I'll just tick the no box.
Yeah, no criminal record.
Anyway,
alrighty.
I mean,
it's good to be back, huh?
It is.
Yeah.
I think so. Anyway, we'll find out. Well, let's ask again at the end of the show.
All right.
In another 2 hours, we're like,
yeah, let's leave it another 50 days.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
Marvellous.
And we do have. Well, I don't know if we've got the usual stuff. We can't even remember what the usual stuff is.
No, I'll have to look it up on my phone. What the usual slots.
I've got no idea.
We've got our famous person slot. That's,
have we?
Because
no one's really.
No, there's a bit of a tail there, but we'll come to that when we come to the famous person slot.
We may or may not talk about it later.
Yeah, but we
will.
I am. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can just sit there.
Twiddling my thumbs.
Twiddling whatever, yeah. Or some knobs here, twiddle those. Twiddle that one there.
I haven't cleaned that one.
Alright.
I only cleaned the knobs I was going to use.
Yeah.
Because I cleaned all the others before we left.
That's so like you.
The show. I have.
So like you.
I do everything. Just do the bits
Double entendre intended.
Just do the bits you need.
It was subtle though. Anyway, shall we?
Well, I've got hopefully a track that quite frankly probably represents most people's headspaces right now.
Love it.
It's a bit of Led Zeppelin, Dazed and Confused.
Beautiful.
Fantastic, and that was Left Field with Open Up.
Marvellous.
Which is what we've been doing actually over the last week, is that things have been opening up again.
I like what you did there. I wasn't expecting that. Caught me off guard. Did you think of that on the spot, or were you planning to do that?
It's all up here, mate. It's all up here, mate. It's all in the choosing. It's all in the choosing.
That's good. I like it. I'll have a little look see what else you've lined up sort of to set up various puns. Is that how you pick tracks, so they lead into a pun?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Sometimes. If I see a good named one.
I might start doing that. Can I nick the idea off you? Is that alright?
Yep.
Brilliant.
I don't have a trademark on it, so
It's hard to.
It's all
You can't
welcome.
really patent that kind of thing.
it is.
I
It
don't
is.
think.
It's like jokes. You can't.
Yeah.
It's very hard to say. Oh, that's my joke.
Yeah.
People
yeah.
do that. They try it.
They do.
Yeah.
I'm still slightly eating an apple. I thought I'd finished it, but there's bits in there. So
That's lovely.
apologies for
Everyone wants to hear that.
noises. Well, if anyone's
Anyway.
wondering.
What? They weren't. I
Oh,
can
they are
assure you,
now, yeah.
they weren't.
All right.
Now they are. They
All right,
weren't.
all
They
right,
wish
go
they
around.
are. They wish they weren't now. But
All right.
anyway.
Get on with it.
Well, I was just going to say how things have been opening up
Yeah,
in
that's right.
Karamea.
Yeah.
Well done, awesome work for the Foursquare.
Absolutely.
For keeping us
Well
going
done, guys. Well done.
over the whole of level 4.
Totally appreciate the masks and the screens and the gel and the things on the floor to stand on and all that kind of thing. Roller skates. No. We didn't
Constant cleaning of everything.
didn't have to rollerblade around the store, did we, to make it quicker?
I didn't.
I was told to do that. Put these rollerblades on, off you go. Be quick.
This explains a few
Sterilised
things.
rollerblades they were.
Mm.
Yeah. No, I think
But anyway, we're sort of semi back to normal now. We're allowed to drive to Westport.
yeah.
Don't have to have a special reason or a letter
Yeah.
from the doctor or anything. You actually just go
Yeah, yeah. A letter from
without
the
too
mayor,
much-
maybe. That kind
without
of
too
thing.
much problem.
Yeah.
Which is good. It's good.
It is alright. It's good. Yeah. Are we on 2? We're still on 2, aren't we?
We are
Level
still
2.
on level 2. That
Oh,
was
excuse me.
last
It's
Thursday.
the apple again. It's the apple again.
It's
It
lovely.
just- yeah.
Everyone wants to
I'm
hear
sorry, but it's a normal bodily function.
One that you just seem to have quite a lot of. It's just
I
bizarre.
can't help it. It's just how I'm made. I eat and some of it comes back. Just pops back to say hello. That's it. It's not very charming. I admit it's not one of my best features, but that's how it's life, isn't it? Really. Anyway, where were we?
I don't know, you just
Foursquare.
burped and just confused everything.
Foursquare.
Everything's
Thank you.
been open.
Thank
We've
you,
said thank you
everybody.
to Foursquare. Things that are now back open in the town are the Sandy Software,
Oh yes.
the information centre,
Also open.
the medical centre, of course, has been open the whole time. School is now back officially.
Groovy
You're
dudes.
still welcome to keep your children at home and homeschool from there, I believe.
You're welcome to keep them well away. Please
Well,
do.
realistically, we've been very lucky in the West Coast.
We have
we
really.
zero active
Yeah.
cases.
Yeah. The whole picture across New Zealand's looking better all the time, isn't it? I think.
It
But he
is.
says with fingers crossed,
Well, it's we've just got to keep out these
Well,
foreigners like you.
yeah, don't say that. That's not very nice, is it? I'm here now, so I'm not a foreigner anymore. So, or am I? I don't know. I don't
You're
know where
still
I
on a
am.
visitor visa, so
I
technically,
feel-
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Alright, I'm a foreigner.
You're,
Shall I kick myself out?
well,
You want me to
you're
wear
allowed
a-
to stay until the end of September,
Alright.
and then we might have to look into
is that
other
according to you?
visas for you. No, that's
You're
just
allowing me to say to the end of September.
It's not me. It's the visas, government,
I know, I'm just
immigration,
making
New
that up.
Zealand, and all
Yeah,
of
I
that.
know. I did get an email.
It was very nice.
Yeah,
wasn't
it was actually, yeah. Well, it wasn't, it was just very bureaucratic, really, wasn't it? Hi Jeff, how are you? Got some good news for you, you're going to like this. Wasn't like that at all. It was a very bog standard, formatted, what's the word I'm looking for? A form type thing. They just changed my name on it and put,
Well, it's not going to be personalised, is it?
no, it felt
Beyond generic.
it had my name on it, made it feel slightly personalised, but that was it. That's as far as it went. I felt a bit.
That's all you need,
I
really,
felt-
from Immigration New
I was
Zealand.
left
Let's
feeling
face it.
a bit hollow by the whole
Did-
experience, to be honest. I felt
did-
they could
did
be
you-
more personalised.
Did you want them to be more in your face about who are
Which is
you, what
nicer.
you're doing here?
No. But just
Why have you
nicer.
come?
Just nicer. Yeah. When are you going?
When you're going back
Yeah,
again.
please go. There's a virus with your name on it in the UK.
No, we actually want lots of tourists because all the normal winter season tourists, of course, won't be coming over.
Winter tour. Oh, like skiing and stuff. Okay.
Which I used to live in Monaco, and obviously it was all very big down there. So yeah, but that'd be great because it means that New Zealand will actually be open for New Zealanders.
Does that mean we can get like a cut price skiing holiday?
Yes.
Do you want a skiing holiday?
No.
I actually quite fancy it. Actually, the last time I went skiing, I slightly knacked my knee.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I don't like skiing.
There was an intervening.
Far too much chance
Yeah.
of me damaging
Injury.
myself.
I had, well, between
Which I'm
skiing.
very good at doing, quite frankly.
Yeah, I've noticed
Especially
that.
with stuff like that. I mean, just,
You're always in the wars, you. Mystery
it's-
bruises popping up. It's like, well, how did I get that? I have no idea. Was it that when you dropped that colander on your head from, that was then? We were practicing practical jokes. They put that bucket of water on the top of the door, and that's how you got the bruise on your forehead there. There's no bruise, I know. And then you thought you had a black eye, didn't you? But we were practicing that one where you black up the lens on some binoculars, and you had a black ring around your eye. We were practicing that practical joke as well. So it wasn't a real black eye; it was like a mock one. Yeah. And then there was we did the spring in the box thing. The coiled snake in the tin where you twist it off and it jumps out. That gave you a bruise as well.
Well, it was quite a bouncy snake, to be fair.
Yeah, it went off. No, I still haven't found it. Pinged off to God knows where.
They do that sometimes.
Yeah, but that's where you get most of your injuries from, I think.
From you, yes. Thanks.
A mutual practical joke, explorations. It's just that you seem to pick up all the injuries.
Well, there you go. That's what
I
happens.
know. Where were we again? I've lost my thread. I keep digressing.
I know, and tell you what, I think
Look out the window.
it's probably
See what I
about
mean?
time that we have another song, because you've been waffling away. We've both been waffling away.
All right.
Way too long.
Shut up.
So, you know what? Tomorrow's just another day.
It is.
And that was the Manic Street Preachers with Motorcycle Emptiness.
What is motorcycle emptiness?
It is. I'm
when
pretty
you run
sure.
out of petrol.
No, I think it's the emptiness caused by not having a motorcycle.
Oh, okay. Do you think so?
Yeah, well, it is in mine
They could
anyway.
make it.
In my heart, that's what it is.
Do you feel that? Is that something
You
did
do.
you?
I just have a motorbike.
Did you really?
I do.
I noticed you've got a helmet kicking around, so I assume.
Yes.
I've been meaning to ask, because I thought now while we're on the radio would be exactly the right time
That's the ideal point at which to ask
to
someone.
say,
You know that motorcycle
Yeah.
helmet you've got,
have
and your
you,
motorbike
did
jacket,
you?
and your motorbike
And all
trousers.
those things, all those motorbike stickers you've got, and that I heart motorbikes thing, and all that stuff. Yeah, I've been meaning to ask, so now's the time. As you know, so there we go. I'll ask you more later.
Do.
I will.
It's a very
'Cause it
interesting
doesn't
story
bore
of
everybody else,
how I just don't have a motorbike anymore.
All right, okay. But you used to have one. How long did you have a motorbike for?
For about 3 years
Oh.
when I was living in Auckland.
Oh,
So it was just a
okay.
very, very easy, simple, ideal way to get around Auckland, basically.
Right. Gee,
Auckland's quite
I mean,
big.
I suppose so, yeah.
It is quite big, and it can take you a good hour. I mean,
How about the
save me
bus?
time.
Bet there was a bus.
The bus,
service.
there are buses. Yes, there are buses, and plenty of them. And if you've got 3 hours to spare to get from the east side to the west side, you can
Via
do it.
bus. All right, okay.
Because otherwise, as things tend to be, all buses tend to take you into the CBD, assuming that that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Whereas if you actually live in Auckland, you don't go to the
So
CBD.
yeah,
You avoid it.
You
You stay in your little place, or you
Yeah.
go to travel to another suburb of Auckland. And quite frankly, you're lucky if there's a bus that's going to take you there.
yeah. So motorcycle emptiness. There you
Well,
go.
there you go.
I say I'll ask more later. I'll resist the temptation to do it now. But
Too late,
I
some
know,
would say.
I know. Excuse me. Well, anyway, as you know, as regular listeners to the show know, we have a regular famous person slot, and it's always seems to have ended up just being Jacinda Ardern, because she's just always around, or she was. I mean, what with this virus thing? She's been really busy.
She has been a bit busy
Yeah,
recently.
yeah, so she's
Other
always
things
been
have
around.
kept her away from the South Island.
Yeah.
What can you do?
So she used to pop in here, press her face against a glass, and blow smoke in our faces from her fag, and aggressively crack open tins of lager in our faces, that kind of thing.
In your face, you never did that to me.
I know, it's a bit annoying, really. I think it was like a passive aggressive. Come on, really. I think that's not what that was. Don't you think? That's what it's like.
Well, I'll never forget the day she left her shoe. She was running off
She
to
was
the
running off to a
stop
helicopter.
bank.
Yeah. Well, that's where
The helicopter landed on the stop
Yeah,
bank.
and
Yes,
the agent
yes.
was beckoning
Obviously.
her over because she had to
Calm
get
down.
off for some important press conference or something, and she lost her shoe on the way. It was
You
quite,
do.
yeah.
So sad.
And she carried on.
Kill on her,
That's what
carrying
I'm
on
saying.
running anyway.
But in terms of having a famous guest today, excuse me, there we go again. It's that Apple. I keep coming
Don't
back.
blame everything on the apple.
All right, okay. Who are you, Adam and Eve? That doesn't work.
I'm not Adam and Eve, no.
No. Who are you people who believe in Adam and Eve? No, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Let me work on that
No,
joke
don't.
and come back to you.
Don't, honestly.
Don't blame it on the apple.
Just don't blame it on
Anyway,
the apple.
I'm digressing again. In terms
So
of famous
unusual.
person, this week, yes, it is Jacinda Ardern. However, because she's been super duper busy, that's what Donald Trump called his new missile, wasn't it?
The super duper missile.
Anyway, more of that later. Because Jacinda's been super duper busy, she has sent in an apology message for our lovely listeners as to why she can't be here today. Unfortunately, it's a video message, and the sound is terrible, so I can't really play it. So you'll just have to take our word for it that we do have that from our lovely Prime Minister. That's sent us an apology as to why she can't be with us today. And she is busy, so you know.
Well, she's still giving those press releases and
She's out.
press
and she's doing
conferences
stuff.
every day, 1 o'clock.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, see somebody anyway.
Good on her. And she always manages not to have a fag on while she's doing those.
Yeah, she
press
saves her
things.
smoking for Karamea.
Just when she's here. It's
Yeah.
that sort of place, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
all that wind
she's
you
always
see,
got-
it just blows it away. And
As far as I can
it's
tell,
all
she chain smokes. She's always got one on. You never see her without it. Well, not as you say in Karamea, you know. It's either that or a tin of lager, or more frequently both.
good. And no baby.
And no baby, but still baby sick, which is kind of, you know, what's
It
that all
was
about?
a nice crusty bit
Yeah,
on the video message.
crusty baby sick. That's nice, isn't it? You see, that implies it's been left on for a long time. I can't be bothered. I'm just going to let it harden into a crust.
She had other things
I'll
to do.
chip it off later. There'll be more adding to it.
This is what happens
Yeah.
when you become a mum.
You get covered in sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
Yeah. No.
From all I've heard from all my mother friends, then yeah, basically,
Your mother friends.
I have friends
Sounds
who
like
are
you're
mothers.
insulting them. My mother
No.
friends, you mother friends.
That's only in your mind.
Right.
It's only in your mind.
Yeah, alright, fine. It's just not a phrase I've ever used, I think. My mother friends.
Well, I have to say, it was
Mother
the first
friends.
time I've ever used it. So, yeah.
So you're trialling that phrase then today. That's very good of you to give it a go. Yeah, you and your mother friends. Hey, mother friends.
I have friends who aren't mothers as well.
Yeah, me.
Yep. I was kind of also thinking more female ones.
Women, yeah.
Women. Very few men are mothers, to be honest.
Very few. Apart from Arnold Schwarzenegger in that terrible film. What was that called? Junior, was it? Like 100 years ago.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright. But I will remind you later when
Oh,
we're
please
watching.
don't.
Alright.
Yeah, I think that's enough. I think we should
I think so.
let Karma Coma take over.
Oh, why not?
More Chiba there with Part of the Process.
More cheaper.
Yes.
I like that. Oh, is it?
That awesome. That
Yeah.
awesome band. Haven't heard them for, well,
Since
since last century.
Since
Let's
last
go
century.
say
It is not last century. You
It is
played
last
them like
century.
a few weeks ago.
Oh no, I mean when they were,
Oh, when they were out
Current.
popular, yeah. See, in our minds, being old people, then yeah. All right, I'll speak to myself though.
No, but no one wants to hear this.
All right.
What
It was
they
yesterday. It's like
what they
yesterday.
do want to hear about is climate change, though.
Well, do you know, I was
Because
going to.
we've been concentrating
Excuse me.
so hard on
Apple again.
flattening the coronavirus curve that we've forgotten about the other curve.
Well,
the
there's a
climate change
big
curve.
thing about build it back better, isn't there now? Sort of as
Well,
I mean,
there
we're
better be.
still very much in the whole COVID thing. However, there's a bit of a focus on how can we make life better in the future, and there's a bit of a sort of like more of a sciencey sort of focus, like taking scientific advice for the virus. That's gaining a bit of foothold as sort of concept, isn't it? So hopefully you're looking a bit bemused. I don't know where I'm going with this either, but maybe that's more of an approach we're going to
Well,
get with climate
there's a
change, a
num-
science-based, fact-based
There's a
approach.
number of parties, shall we say, that are bringing together some kind of green COVID response.
Yeah,
Such as the Green Party and
Yeah, yeah.
Greenpeace,
Greenpeace,
and
yeah.
a whole bunch of other people. Like there's a Better Futures Forum group that have set up. So there's a lot of think tanks going into that whole thing of how can we, rebuild better.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
greener, better, not polluting, because as I said, we still got to bring our climate emissions
Yeah,
down.
the
I mean,
old CO2
the whole COVID
emissions.
thing's got our attention away from, quite frankly, where it needs to be.
Yeah.
So
And
bring it back
amusingly,
now.
the non-science focusing nations are all up shit creek, aren't they? Like the States,
Well, I mean, quite frankly, all Jacinda did was follow the guidelines laid down
Scientific
by
advice.
the World Health Organization.
Science.
She followed.
Facts.
She didn't know the answers herself, so she asked the experts. And when they told her to do something, she was like, "Yep, that
All
sounds
right.
reasonable.
Sounds good.
That's what we'll do."
What else can you do?
Any other country could have done the same.
Many
Many of them did.
It's the apple again. Sorry.
Many of them
Sorry.
did, and the ones that done so are looking quite good, same as us,
Yeah,
basically. And the ones that
The
haven't,
lunatic ones.
not so good.
The US, UK to some extent, and Brazil, another one. It's the virus is running rampant.
Full of crazy narcissistic madmen running them, unfortunately.
It's not good, really, is it?
It's not good.
Not
And
good.
meanwhile, Trump's been rolling back a whole bunch of environmental protections that have been put in place during the Obama years.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're going to see a bit of a bounce back. More, come on now, facts. We need to base anything we do in life in facts, on facts, not in facts, but on facts. Really?
Well, we should be. That's the logical thing to do. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, humans seem to be very bad at doing the logical
just
thing.
doing
So,
a few
So we have
facts
shown one thing that has shown us is the response to the virus has shown us that if we feel in enough danger, we can do
For
those
sure.
actions.
For sure.
And quite frankly, we need to carry on.
So the place to start for, I'd say, for everybody with climate change is just to shrug, have a big sigh, and go, oh, okay, it is an issue that I do need to think about. What do I need to do? And just take it from there. Be curious. Go and read about it. There's tons of stuff out there.
There's lots of information about how you can reduce your carbon footprint.
Reduce your carbon.
And it has to come from governments and corporations as well, but definitely anything that you do in your own life is going to help massively.
Yeah, like for example, you could stop, what's that? I just got subliminal, I can't say it. Subliminal. Or was it superliminal? Yeah, superliminal, because I said it myself.
No, super just means it's above. So it's above the liminal.
Yeah, but
subliminal gets in underneath
Yeah, but
your normal brainwave patterns, you see. So a superliminal thing, should it exist,
What's
would
liminal then?
have been going straight over and into the top of your
Superliminal.
crown chakra and
You're making
overlowing
it up.
everything.
Look, I thought I was making it up as I'm going along, but that's the biggest part of bullshit I've heard all
You
day.
made a word up, superliminal, like it even
It
exists.
does.
So I've just given you.
Yeah, but you can get
something that you
subliminal, so you can get liminal and superliminal.
Well, superliminal.
What's liminal?
When
hand it to
when
on
you
a piece
have
of paper.
sub and super in those ways, sub means underneath and super means over the top of.
Alright. Well, it's like superliminal, like, stop eating meat! It'll be superliminal.
No, that's just a shouty thing.
Well, that's it. I'm emphasising the message in a
That's
very
a shouty
obvious
thing.
way.
It's just a shouty
It's just
thing.
shouting, isn't it? Yeah. There's just subliminal and there's shouting. And there's handing people notes of paper.
More vegan options. That's all we need.
Yeah, but
basically.
anyway, I mean, veganism
Make
aside,
it
and
make
not
it
eating-
easy. Make it
these are-
easy.
They're all things to consider, fact-based approach to life. Let's go for it. I like it. It's good.
Should happen.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Nice.
if you want to have your say on what you think New Zealand should do, the Guardian have a survey, so you can head along to the Guardian and have a look there. They've got a little form for you to fill out, and you can say how your life has changed, how you would like it to change. Do you think we should have a 4-day week?
Tell you what I'll do, right? During the next tunes, I'll copy that link onto the Karamea Locals Facebook page underneath our radio show announcement. How about that?
Awesome.
In the comments.
Sounds ideal.
I will.
You can find
I'm
it
doing
really
it. Don't let me
easily.
forget.
I won't.
You know what I'm like.
I do. Well, you know what?
Got any more apples?
I haven't got any more apples. You ate the
Balls.
last one, and even if I did, quite frankly, you're not ate
It's
them all.
not it's outrageous. It's really mean of you.
Because your stomach is broken, and
What?
oh God, just because.
What? Where are you going with this?
I'm going
Are you
to the
leading
tune
into the next?
of my next
Oh,
song,
my
which
God.
is called "The Sky Is Broken."
My stomach is broken and
It's
so is the
sky,
sky.
that's
oh,
it.
oh dear, that's terrible.
One.
Nice.
There's
Jazz.
Mr. Scruff.
Jazz potato.
Jazz potato.
Jazz potato.
Which
I like that.
I reckon are hot chips.
Jazz potato.
Bit of hot chips.
Bit of
Nothing.
like sauce on them of some
Oh
kind.
yeah,
To make them a jazzy jazz potato.
Yeah. With
You
some
think so?
awesome sauce.
Do you
Definitely.
think he called it jazz potato because, like, you know, jazz is a bit of a random thing, so just add a random word like potato onto the end of jazz? But then again, all his tracks, like, you know, jazz fish, jazz refrigerator,
No.
something.
No, they're not.
Right.
Though he is quite food based in a lot of his tracks.
There is
Actually.
a fish one, isn't there?
There's a fish one. Fish.
Fish. You
Feeding
can breathe.
fish.
Yeah, that's that one.
Yeah.
Should we play that?
No, I do have another one lined up later,
All right.
but that's a few tracks
Maybe
down
let's
the way.
Come
It's
back
not
to
that
that.
one.
Let's circle back to that.
We could circle back to that.
You're not going to, are you?
Nope.
No. You're so mean.
But talking of chips, you can now get chips. We
Hot
can now
chips.
get hot chips
Hot chips.
from the takeaways, which is brilliant. And
From
we,
takeaways.
from the takeaways,
All right.
last resort,
Oh yes.
the Karamea Hotel and the Little Wanganui Hotel have all been open for takeaways from level 3.
Yeah.
Only at the weekends, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and or Sunday, depending. Some of them.
And we
some
even
of them.
went down there for a pizza, didn't we? A little group of us about
Yes.
a week ago.
Little Wanganui Hotel.
Friday night pizza.
You can book a table as long as there's not more than 10 of you in that group. You can sit down, have a proper meal. It can't just be a bowl of chips.
It was a bit weird.
It's a bit like Easter. You
Is
know
it?
at Easter when you
Easter?
can't.
What's that?
You don't know because you haven't been here at Easter.
Oh right.
I can assure you.
Okay. I
It's a
have.
bit like, well,
That was
I
like the
know,
other
but did
week.
it make any difference to us though?
Oh no.
No. As I was trying to say,
Sorry.
it's a bit like Easter where
I keep
you
interrupting.
can't
Do that.
just go and have a drink. You've got to have a proper meal if you want alcohol.
I see.
So
yeah.
that's the rules they've used. But
This
anyway,
is
you
weird.
can book a table, no more than 10 of you. Your names and addresses and phone numbers will get taken at the door.
Which it was kind of weird. It's all weird. I like it though because that's all about tracking. You know, if I suddenly come down with the virus, you know, they can trace me and let other people know
Tell
that
everybody
may have been
else
contaminated.
That was
That
in
sort of
the
thing.
pub at that day.
Track and trace. That's what.
Exactly.
That's the tagline for the post office parcel delivery, isn't it? That's what they do, isn't it? Track and trace.
You can do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
Anyway.
tagline for this one.
You know, I don't know why I said that. Forget that. So
Surely that's true of most of the
everything I
words
say.
that come out of your mouth.
it is true, isn't it? I don't know how I get by. I don't know how I put up with myself. I don't know how you put up with me. More to the point.
I don't know either.
But anyway, it was a bit surreal going in. Name and address first and email. Hand sanitizer. A little list of instructions of do's and don'ts. You know,
don't leave the table.
your table is open. That's right. Don't go to the bar. We'll come to you. Sit there. But it's all open. That's the point. That's the positive.
That's
it's
the,
all
it's the
open.
main thing. We're open. You can go have a pint in the pub now, as long as you have a meal as well
God, that was nice.
with your friends.
A pint, an actual pint.
You did. Well, you had an actual pint.
I had 3.
Yeah, 3 in fact. Indeed.
Yeah,
Great.
I'm like that. And they come in those nice pint pots. I like those.
Yes, the
It's
proper
like,
handle.
it reminds me of Britain in my youth when I was, going to the pub and you get a proper pint pot. That's what that is. It's a proper. You don't get them much in the UK anymore.
It's because they're really heavy glasses.
Well, I know, but the people that sort of weak, they can't pick them up. Oh, I can't lift my drink. I need 2
They're probably
hands.
not that easy to clean either, because the handle sticking out means that you can't get so many into a
Dishwasher.
dishwasher type thing. Yeah,
No,
and
you
you
didn't
know what
used
it
to
is.
have
Everything-
dishwashers,
I
though, did
know. Everyone used
There
to
was
do
the
it
guy
with my
behind the right
hands.
just spit into the glass.
Back in
and
the
rub it with
days
his
when you had
tea towel.
paper and pencil.
Oh, paper and pencil? What, to clean a beer glass? What are you
No,
talking
just
about?
in general. We didn't have all this,
Oh,
computer
computers.
stuff. Like,
So before computers,
I
there was
would be
paper and
putting
pencil.
actual physical records onto a turntable.
The
Now I'm
pencil.
just pressing buttons on a computer.
And if you write it down with your paper and pencil, wouldn't
I
you?
could
Just
be.
what,
I
what's
could
on
be.
next?
What's on next? Yeah.
What have we done?
Run on down to the archives
Yeah,
to go
that's
and
right.
grab a
Lots of
barrel
paper.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
it'd be a right pain. Quite frankly, it's
It
much easier.
Thank God we got all these bloody
Just-
computers.
Just
That's
to
what I
grab my
think.
little hard drive,
God, so much better.
stick it in my purse, away I go.
I haven't even used a piece of paper in years.
Well, I still use paper and
that's
pencils
not true,
quite
is
a
it?
lot.
Yeah,
actually.
no, I did too.
Yeah.
I just can't remember
Lying.
when I last wrote everything down. But it's atrocious handwriting anyway. And it just gets worse because I don't do handwriting anymore. So, who does? You know,
Me?
it's all fuck with you. You're little Miss Perfect, aren't you? I've done it.
I just write things in a book. It's not that hard or
It is.
weird.
Just do it on your
Didn't
phone.
used to. I don't want to write it on my
Do it on your
phone.
phone. You can save it then.
I can save it in a book. I know exactly where to find it in the book as well.
Okay,
But if I had something in my phone, that'd be it. Lost. Where is it? Oh, I'll put it
It's
in
in
my
my
phone
phone.
somewhere.
It's
No
everything
idea.
else.
I'll never
I don't
find
know.
it again.
But what else is open? Did we go through the list?
We did not go through the list.
Little Wanganui Hotel.
Little Wanganui Hotel. Well, all the pubs are again, so that's great.
Pubs, yeah.
There may be weirdo rules, as we know. We just
So
gone
get
through a
out
bit of
there.
those. But yeah, get out there, enjoy it,
We can
enjoy it.
be out doing
Support our local economy,
stuff. Absolutely.
basically,
Yeah.
which is wonderful. Talking of which, Lane of the Hairdresser is back open.
Groovy.
Also talking of which, my massages,
You're back open.
Reiki, back open.
You're back open.
And also, I mean, I am a qualified counsellor. If people need to talk about problems they may have had over the lockdown period, that kind of thing.
Lockdown has been tough on some people.
It has. Hopefully, you know, my personal Facebook page, I was also quite keen to push a positive side of things and
For sure.
help keep people feeling more cheerful with things and to look on the bright side of stuff, which is just generally how I am anyway. Much to many people's annoyance, but there you go.
Annoyance?
Well, yeah, some people
Surprise,
don't
annoyance.
like happy people.
Oh yes. Annoyance indeed.
Nothing more annoying than someone being happy.
Happy in your up in your face, all up in your face, happy.
Pain in the ass.
Bloody hell. There she comes again.
Shocking.
Happy.
It's the last thing you
I'm
want.
actually a bit more miserable like the rest of us. It's outrageous.
Indeed.
Outrageous.
Anyway, just a reminder that these things are available. You can get hold of me. How can I get hold of me?
Like this, by the hand, like.
Yeah, grab me in
I've
the
got
street.
hold of you right
Oi! What are you doing?
Right.
No,
Tug,
messenger.
tug your sleeve.
Tug my sleeve. Yeah, I don't know if you're allowed to now. You still got.
Oh, that's true.
It's all
yeah.
very confusing. Anyway, in fact, there's pretty much nobody in New Zealand has it, as far as we know.
Well, I mean, it's going that way. We're getting towards
Getting
the
less
using
and
of
less
bubble,
and
aren't
less, and hopefully
we? Yeah,
it'll be quite fun, really.
yeah. I might claim asylum from the UK
I think you should.
and stay here on that basis. I think.
Don't make me go back there.
It's a virus
It's
land.
a virus.
It's got stupid politicians. Don't know what they're doing. Everyone's got a fucking virus as a result. Oh, I said fucking didn't mean to do that.
You said it twice there.
Oh, no. Oh dear, didn't mean to do that either.
Shocking.
Yeah, so don't send me back there. Can you imagine what it's going to be like by September when I have to go back? It's going to be like the country will be.
No, honestly, they're sending
Real
half the
mess.
school kids back, but only the ones that aren't going to social distance.
Yeah, that's right. The 4-year-olds
So that'd be really helpful.
who really know how they've really got social distancing nailed, don't they?
They always wear their
Running
face
around,
masks all
yeah,
the time.
wiping snot over each other. It's really going to work, isn't it?
Yeah,
What a
nothing wrong with that.
Stupid country.
Very much so.
I'm
Meanwhile,
not-
all the
not-
public schools, of course,
I'm not
Not
missing.
going back.
Yeah, absolutely. All the posh people are exempt, but you plebs, you come on back to school.
could be
Come
worse.
round
At
to
least
get
in
them,
America,
though.
at least in
Fucking
America, they are not actually saying over there. They're saying, "Oh, get out and die for our country."
Wow, nice. Good,
Literally
isn't it?
work to death.
Yeah. You gotta love it, really. What a perfect system. It's almost perfect.
What
isn't
could
it?
go wrong?
What could go wrong? Oh yeah, everyone's dying.
I hear that.
But that's kind of like part of the plan, so it seems acceptable. Anyway, look, I think I've lost the thread.
Lost
here.
your thread again.
Yeah.
There's a surprise.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we were talking about climate change before and why I was so bothered about it. Me personally, it's because I love the world.
Mars.
One.
Mild, mellow. Ooh. I thought, was that coming then?
Bless my soul.
Bless my soul.
That was Nightmares on
But,
Nightmares
yeah.
on Wax. Oh, not on
You're a
mats.
fully trained DJ and everything.
I know.
White Rule. Tell you
Need,
what though.
need some water. That's
I'm
Smokey Robinson as well. He was in on it.
Oh, is that a fact?
Well,
Can
yes.
you tell I'm really interested by the tone of my voice? Is that a giveaway? Anyway, you've got that app, haven't you, for tracking the International Space Station.
Yes, exciting things
Which
to do in lockdown.
I
We've
think
been staring at the night sky,
It's cool.
and there's a lot of it these days.
There is a lot of it.
Because, well, it starts about 6 o'clock.
That was
It's quite a lot of it.
that
Goes
was
on until like nearly, half 7.
Brian Cox's new book's called The Night Sky.
There's quite a lot of it.
There's a lot of it. I'm sure it is. Sure it is.
Well, me and Bri,
Yeah, like that. He got the idea off you.
He did.
Yeah, The Night Sky brackets. There's a lot of it. It's true. But we have been using the ISS International Space Station tracker to go out occasionally and go, there it is.
It's been.
And sometimes it's brighter than others.
Yes, it's very exciting.
Weirdly, it tracks over the sky in different directions, doesn't it?
Well, it circumnavigates the planet every 1.5 hours, so it goes. It's going quite fast.
It is, but you would think you would see it coming and going from the same direction, even though that moves a little bit. You would think it would not cross its previous orbits.
Well, that's what it's doing. It's kind of consistently crisscrossing all over, and therefore tracking different routes each time. But they're very, very calculated. Well, that's why I have this app.
You see what I did there? Can't keep track of it. It's a tracker app.
That's why I said that's why they got
I
the app.
know.
And once you explain the joke, it's no longer funny.
But
I need to explain this to you again.
All right, okay. It's how to destroy jokes.
How to destroy jokes. You almost made it funny, and then I started terrible
ruined it. Ruined it. But also, other astronomical bits like Venus. Noticing.
We've been watching Venus very closely. It's getting closer and closer to the sun.
It's beginning to disappear, isn't it?
It is. It's
As
getting
it
so
draws
close
to the sun.
that it actually kind of,
If you're interested, check out the orbit of Venus, see what it's doing. It's getting closer to the Earth at the moment. So you would think that would make it get brighter.
And closer to the sun.
But it's also actually slowly becoming towards between us and the sun, and therefore you can't see it because it's up in the daytime.
Exactly.
So it's transitioning from being the evening star to the morning star. There you go.
Exciting.
Is it the morning star? Is it the evening star? It's
well,
the same thing. People get confused about that one sometimes.
Well, that's because it depends where it is in its orbit.
Absolutely.
Just said.
Yeah, and it's
At the
getting
moment,
closer
it's
to the
still
sun.
evening. But there was this thing, have you seen it on Facebook, about how the moon and Venus and I think it's Jupiter
yeah.
are going to form a smiley
face
face
in
at
the
the next new moon.
Well, the next new moon?
This one coming up. This one coming up.
Oh, right.
Just like, I think, next...
Don't look at your watch.
I don't even wear a watch. It is my habit.
Looking at your wrist
It's
anyway.
a comedy thing, you see. It's a comedy gesture, which again doesn't work on the radio.
You're looking at your unless I point it out. I've explained the joke again.
I know, but the thing is, it's now, it's always my habit to just
look at you. I know. I think I do it as well,
But it's a visual joke that I
I
always
don't
play
wear a
to
watch
everyone.
either. No one wears a bloody watch these days. You've got your phone, haven't you? You've got times on that. Maybe we should bring back pocket
Computer
watch,
screens.
something like that. Yeah. And interesting as well, you the other day said that school kids can't tell time on the clock face anymore.
No, that's right. No one's taken the time to show them, you see. I mean, I remember.
There's puns in that thing. There's that. Oh.
I remember teaching my brother, my little brother, how to read a clock face.
Yeah.
But this is it. No one bothers to teach their kids how to read a clock face anymore. Consequently,
all that.
they don't know how to.
Yeah.
Again, it's not in the
Weird,
school
isn't it?
curriculum
Weird.
anymore. They don't know how to. They're looking up at these, clock faces on towers and
Mummy,
all
what's
sorts
that?
of. What is that?
What's
They've
that?
no idea.
Big
What's a
hand,
clock?
little hand. What's that? Big hand.
How does that work?
There's no hands.
Got no concept of clockwork
And
and
then an
all
arm.
sorts.
No.
I mean, not all young people, obviously. I'm just saying it's a general
some.
trend that
Just the ones we hate.
they're just the ones that haven't been educated as to how to read a clock face. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, it's not like you come out of the womb knowing how to read a clock face. You
Funny
have
if
to
you
be
did
taught
though,
these
wouldn't it?
things. You do.
Come out of the
Would
womb
you?
at exactly 15:15 or whatever, that sort of thing.
Well, I
On
know
time.
how to read the clock face.
Yeah, because you knew already, so you come out exactly on, the whatever.
That's
Where the
just
big
bizarre.
hand is.
I don't. Honestly, I don't think it would work that
I
way.
don't know. I don't know. It's would it work that way though? Would it?
No.
All right.
Pretty sure it wouldn't.
Okay.
Really sure it wouldn't. In
All right.
fact,
So it's what we're talking about again. I've lost my thread again there.
The night sky.
The night sky,
and,
the smiley face.
The smiley face
Jupiter,
of
Venus,
and the new moon.
and the new moon.
For one thing, they're talking about from the Northern Hemisphere perspective. So it will
Oh,
be an upside down smiley face
so it'll be
at
like
best.
eyes
But
with a hat.
quite frankly, you're not going to see it. It's not, I
Okay,
mean, I've been watching
right.
it and like, well, Jupiter's nowhere near. It's going to take an awful lot. Jupiter to suddenly go pew and be there in a week's time. I
you can
mean,
get apps for tracking the stars as well, so we need to see. I haven't got one, so let's download one.
star
See
maps.
where Jupiter
What
is
star
at the
maps?
moment.
I've got
See if
to
it's
go
actually going to happen. I don't believe a
back.
word of it
Well,
myself.
you know, we can
It's
have
one
a
of
look.
those little Facebook rooms, isn't it?
We'll come back. We'll come back next week and tell you more
If it
about it.
happened. Whereas the International Space Station is not a rumour.
It's real.
It's very bright, what can be, and it zooms over for a couple of minutes, 1 to 2 minutes.
It can be up to 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
You can get a
That I
really
did not
nice
know.
long elevation of it,
Oh,
and 6 minutes.
nice long elevation, eh?
Well, it depends. You know, sometimes it's just up a low elevation, then of course it just
it's a
disappears
high
quite quickly.
elevation,
High elevation,
higher
go-
overhead.
Higher overhead, exactly. So therefore,
I'm with
it will
you.
be in the sky for longer.
longer.
Therefore, you will see it longer.
And possibly brighter if it's a higher elevation.
It all depends on the angles to the sun and the way their solar panels are tilted.
Tilt, yeah. See,
Yeah,
I love
so
it. See, I love that. I love that.
it's-
Isn't that great? And I reckon with a pair of powerful binoculars, you might be able to make
You
it
can
out a bit.
blind yourself.
You can blind yourself.
So
It's
don't do
night
that.
time. It's night time.
Yeah, I know, but still.
But I reckon, can you see? You might be able to see the solar panels and stuff like that if you've got a nice pair of
Telescope,
binoculars.
maybe. I don't think. Well,
Telescope.
You'd have to be
hard
serious.
To follow a moving object going that fast, though, isn't it?
yes.
That's the thing.
Quite frankly, yes.
Yeah.
And with binos, to be honest, you'd be like, whoa.
Binos. Oh, binos.
Yeah,
Binoculars.
binoculars.
Right.
Yeah, sorry.
Binos. Is that a Kiwi thing? Binos.
Just
Pass me
shorten
the
words
binos.
whenever you can. That's just
I
a
call them
basic.
bins. I call them bins.
Bins.
Bins. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Anyway.
that's just me.
So there you go. So what are we? I chose a couple of. You know, I thought I'd step it up a bit of a gear and put some rocky.
Yeah, the next two
pumped up
tracks are
stuff
Jeff's choice.
Yeah, sorry about that. So I mean, if you
That's
like
all
that, I don't know why I'm apologising. You probably love it.
Don't apologise.
Yeah, if you're ready to bounce around and really get the blood pumping, you know,
This
next
track's for
track
you.
is
This track's for you.
definitely for you.
Cyanide, Metallica.
Go for it.
And that was the Stone Roses with She Bangs the Drum.
Another of my choices. I wanted something a bit more pumped up, you know. Gets the blood going. Gets you dancing around. Yeah.
Well, you're going to have plenty of that because I do have a client turning up at 4 o'clock, at which point
You
we
do.
shall release the
Release
control of the show to you.
You're going to release the reins.
Yeah.
Should we call it an official? No, I don't know.
Don't call it anything.
I can't be bothered.
Don't
you know.
call it anything.
Can't. I'm just going to make it up as I go along. So basically, we'll sign off at like 4-ish.
And then
I'll sign
you
on
can
again.
do Rock with Rice.
Rock with Rice, an hour of rock.
Are you going to use that voice the whole way?
I might do, you know, actually. It's quite good, really. It's a good rock voice. You think?
Yep.
It's terrible, isn't it?
It is awful.
I can't keep it up, that's the thing. I
Well,
lose
that
it.
might not be ideal then.
It's not good for my throat, plus I lose enthusiasm for actually doing it, so it begins to wane a bit. It becomes half-hearted. So you've got to be completely
Definitely
committed.
can't do that voice half-hearted.
Yeah. No, you can. See, I've lost it already.
Full
I've
commitment.
lost personal interest.
What can you do?
Yeah, I don't know. So an hour of rock. Stay tuned.
Not in that voice.
But well, maybe occasionally. I might do a bit. Like when you say the word rock.
Are you only going to say the word rock in that voice?
I might do.
Yeah, I think so.
Or
It sounds like it.
trousers. No, that doesn't work.
Why would you say trousers?
I don't know. It's a good word. It doesn't work with that voice though. Trousers.
Other voices.
Barbecue!
That does work
Barbecue doesn't work either. It's got to be like a short
Yeah, well, that's-
rock-sounding word
with.
like
Yeah, obviously it's got way too
rock
many
and
syllables.
roll. Or
Syllables.
I can't answer.
You can't think of any other one-word syllables other than rock.
I can't think of any words right now. I'm devoid of words. They've all gone. I can't think of any words. There are literally thousands to choose from, and I can't think of any of them right now. What-
You make an ideal
what does that
DJ,
say?
really, don't you?
I mean,
It's
I've got
just
no
perfect.
Can't belching all the time, eating apples. Yeah. Can't think of any words. It's terrible.
It's not ideal.
It's not
As we
ideal.
said,
No.
as you know, it's one of the first things I said. Radio silence, not a thing we want here.
No.
You know?
Fill it with
I mean,
burps. That's what you said.
no, I did not say that. I'm really sure I didn't
If
say
there's
that.
Jeff, if
the
there's a silence,
if there's a
try and
choice.
summon up a burp. Just because it's dead air is not what you want. Flatulence, maybe not.
Well,
but
we
burping,
might
definitely.
might make an exception.
Fill as
in
much
your
of that
case.
silence with a burp as you possibly can. I'm sure you said that.
Words
I'm sure
that
that,
I've never said.
sure that was you.
No one would ever say those words.
Sure that was you.
Ever. Just looking at how many cobwebs are on here, actually, should have remembered. Brought my duster in.
It's me. I've been sneezing as well. You know, in between tracks. Obviously not now. This makes it sound like I'm making it up. I've been sneezing a lot. Well, I've not sneezed once.
Into your jacket, underneath your armpit.
Yeah, no, but yeah, obviously. Like you're supposed to. Sneeze into your elbow. Achoo. Anyway, it's been dusty, isn't it? We should open the windows. Next time, bring like a duster in.
Well, I've got a little spray thing of purifier stuff, so I sprayed that around.
You did, yeah. I wonder what that was.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like a ritual or something that you do wherever you go, but I don't know.
Even though you've never seen me do that before.
I'm making it up. I don't know. It could be. Maybe it's a new ritual you're going to do wherever you go. You'll do a little squirty thing of some kind of essential oil, perhaps.
It has got essential oils in it.
See,
It's got
I knew it.
frankincense.
I bloody
It's
knew it.
got lavender.
See?
It's got tea tree.
So I did know after all. It's just it serves no.
So you just knew that it had some essential oils in it.
Yeah.
Well, you
It's a good
guessed
guess.
that.
I guessed
You
that. Yeah. No, it was a guess.
It's an ideal guess to make.
It is.
Well
Because
done.
it's you. And that's the sort of thing you do. Go around spraying essential oils wherever you go. Just coming in. I'm walking in through. I like to enter through a cloud of mist and essential oils before I enter. It's a good way to enter anywhere, really. Here comes Claire with her essential oils and a little squeegee bottle, a little mystifier. We're all mystified. Let's face it.
Well, that has been happening a lot, that's for sure.
Or mystification, definitely, yeah. But yes, a bit of a once over through, and dust and over the window, let it all out. Clean the knobs. We'll do some more knob.
I did clean the knobs
clean the
before
knobs.
we
Do some
started.
more knob cleaning because we still need to pay attention for the old virusy stuff.
You still need to be washing your hands.
Stay alert, as they say in the
Doing
UK.
all of that thing.
Stay alert, which is a way of devolving responsibility from the government onto the populace. Stay alert. If we're not bothering, you do it.
That's been the whole
the
UK's government the whole way through, to be honest.
However,
We're not bothering. It's all a bit hard. Work it out for yourselves, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Stay alert. Not our problem. It's yours. What do you mean you're dead? Oh, I don't mind. Whereas in New Zealand, of course, it's almost like the NZ bubble, so it is more stay alert. It's like, people are better at common sense, aren't they? I think in New Zealand than the UK.
Well, yes, definitely. I would definitely agree with that. I also think that because there's less people here, that means there is less idiots.
Fewer. Come on now. You know that.
Fewer people. I know. It's,
thank God
it's
for
so
that.
much fun though.
What?
Just to say less, so
than
here you
fewer.
go, fewer.
Fewer. And particularly you're such a bloody stickler for grammar normally. When you have a little slip up like that, I'm gonna be reveling in that for the rest of the day.
That's the one that I do just
I'm
to
gonna do that.
let you say fewer
You said
every
it by
time.
accident. You did it on purpose. I mean that by accident.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna
you
be.
don't even know.
See, again, my use of wordage is a little bit off.
Disappeared again.
It's gone. But shall we?
I think we should go on to another track. My client might turn up in the middle of that, so if I don't come back, you'll know why. And if I do, I'll just come back for a quick goodbye.
Sounds good.
Meanwhile, we've got a bittersweet symphony.
Marvellous.
Marvellous.
I'm going to interrupt that straight away because you've got to. Oh, hang on.
That's it. I've got to go and do my thing.
Off you go.
And I will.
It's been fun.
It has
It's
been
the
fun.
first one for a few weeks.
Yep, I've been enjoying it, and you're welcome to carry on the song afterwards.
Yeah,
So just pause it.
Yeah.
You just press play.
I think you should do that. But we thought we'd just break in there as you've got to go.
I do.
Off you
I
go.
do.
Go
So
on, sling your up.
enjoy.
It's been lovely, folks, and we'll see you next week. And
Indeed.
it's me now for an hour.
Got Jeff, for the next hour. Enjoy it.
With
We'll be back.
Rice.
We will be back this time next week, though. 2 o'clock.
We
Fun
will.
to enjoy.
It's all good.